Welcome back, fellow dragons! Welcome to the Mikoto routes. I am going to have to restrain myself on a lot of things. Because this is take 2 of recording this part. You know why it's take 2? Because I went on a very divisive rant that I already know for a fact that I went on during Forspoken. But more intense because the trigger for it was actually in this game. And not something from within my own brain. So we're trying this again, and I'm going to hold in... Yeah, you get to choose each character's name. It just takes a little longer for Haru's to come up. But also, if you change the character's name, then their name doesn't get said in the voice acting, which is... I don't know why they would even give you the option for this. But yeah, we're doing this, but I'm going to be holding back. I've already had that one rant, so that's not being held back anymore. That is out of my mouth. My brain has not loaded it, and if it tries to reload it, I will restrain that then and move on, but we'll see. I will also be restraining spoilers. Because I know the backstory of a character. Alright. Oh, shit. The air shuddered. Bright lights flashed, forcing me to close my eyes, and loud explosions rumbled in my ears. A powerful assault nearly pierced my barriers, pushing me backwards. I cannot stop all of this, even with a barrier. Yeah, the word barrier makes me laugh. Blame epithet erased for that. I gritted my teeth and forced myself to take deep, even breaths. I refused to allow myself to show weakness in front of that man. So, you have the power to create barriers. The man stared at me with cold, emotionless eyes, scanning me from head to toe like he was inspecting a cut of meat. It was infuriating. I wanted to punch him in the balls. I've heard of the Cougar girl, who spun barriers around Japan's vital buildings and institutions, protecting them from all harm. So you're her? The man pointed a strange device at me. A long metal pipe gleamed as coldly as his eyes. Even though it kind of looks more like a rectangle. What is that? What is that? Seriously, what is that? So that can't pierce it, eh? Oh well. I figured as much. If you can repel 3-inch shells, a mere handgun certainly won't do the job. What on earth is that device? I have my strongest barrier up, and yet I can somehow still feel the pain. What a fearsome thing. I have never seen anything like it. I have to do something. Accept that you cannot accomplish anything here. Your efforts are wasted. As long as I am on this ship, I shall not allow anything to harm it. Cease this and withdraw immediately. Powers are dependent on a person's will. If a single girl can turn back an assault so deftly... Yes, I think I need to at least make the barrier power mine. Come with me. I will show you how to make proper use of your powers. You dare make that offer even after you have attacked us? My answer is a resounding no. I am not nearly so uncouth as to readily agree to a partnership with a barbarian like you. Offer? If that's the way it sounded, allow me to rectify that misconception. This is no offer. It is an ultimatum. Join me, or I will destroy this ship. Another explosion rocked the ship, shaking it so badly that I could no longer stand. I dropped to a knee to keep my balance. Something had obviously happened to the ship, but I did not notice the man before me do anything. What did you just do? What part of the ship was attacked? Did he somehow manage to breach my barrier? More importantly, is everyone all right? I have to hurry and check on them. Oh, did you think that was it? What do you mean? If another explosion like that hits, even a ship like this will fall. Well, feel more inclined to comply? Mikoto! Sarata? Run! It's too dangerous up here. I should say the same to you. What in the world possessed you to come up here? Who is that? What is a little boy doing on board this ship? No, seriously, what is a little boy doing on this ship? This makes things a bit complicated for me. How the fuck do I deal with this? Is he the assailant? Come here, Sarata, quickly. Is everyone okay? Where was that explosion? I think it was on the second floor. Everyone is safe on the first. Good. But right now, we're the ones in the most danger. That guy's got a gun. Huh? Oh, shit. Those look like missiles, too. We're in deep... this is some serious trouble right now. Oh, fuck. What? Missiles? Does the boy understand what those devices are? Wait, is that child? The attacker now turned his attention to Sarada. Instinctively, I shoved him behind me. A second explosion? Ha! Surely you are bluffing. Try it if you dare. Even if you do somehow manage to destroy the core, I will erect a barrier so strong it will protect the ship from impact. I will not allow things to go your way, barbarian. This guy's one of my favorites, honestly. He has good... his intentions and what he's trying to accomplish are good. The way he's doing it is the exact opposite of that. Dude's got some fucked up methods for what he's trying to get to what he's trying to accomplish. He is absolutely doing fucked up things. And that is still not, regardless of his end goal being good and his reasoning for doing it, that still isn't okay. But at least he's trying to do something good and just doing it very, very bad. Back in the character. A living goddess who protects all from every disaster known to man. Poor girl. You don't even realize that you yourself are the walking disaster. The mindless worship of the masses has gone to your head. What? I suppose I shall take my leave, for now. Today has been unexpectedly productive. Wait! Come back here! He escaped. My power was not enough to drive him away. He could have stayed as long as he pleased. I have to go to work now, fellow dragons. Recording is getting paused, but I will see y'all when I get back. Nothing will have happened. It'll appear as nothing is, it'll be like I wasn't even gone. I'll be back. Alright, let's do this. Alright, I'm pretty sure I read this before my shift, but I'm reading it again. He escaped. My power was not enough to drive him away. He could have stayed for as long as he pleased. Fuck, why is that so loud? Are you okay? This is troubling. Who is that man? I don't know. Why don't you go ask Masamune? Oh, spoiler alert. Masamune knows that guy. That is the spoiler you're getting for this dude. Other than the fact that he is technically a good dude. However, his methods are super fucked up. His end goal, good. His methods to get to end goal, super fucked up. Yeah, you've got that right. That was fucking crazy. That guy had a fucking gun. He's seriously dangerous. He called me a walking disaster. I, the flower of the great house Kuga and the guardian of the nation? He dares say that of me? One day, I will make that man pay. I swear it. So, who is he? Some kind of assassin who's out to kill us? I don't know. He first appeared out of the blue 2 weeks ago and attacked the ship, just like today. What I do know is that he is a rebel and a criminal. We travel at the will of the world, and he is clearly resisting that. What is the world anyway? Is it some kind of really important person? You don't know about the world? Yeah. I've been given brief explanation, so I have a vague idea, but I haven't heard what you have to say about it yet. What do you think it is? I'm sorry about the coughing, fellow dragons. My body is trying to betray me. It is the will of the many made one. The fuck's that supposed to mean, lady? It is the collective will of the nations of the world. It has no clear form or structure, but it is absolute. That is the world. Also, why do you cuss so much? You are but a child. You should not be saying those words. What are you gonna do? Put a barrier around me and put me in timeout? Maybe. Meh. Anyway, so it's kind of like the United Nations for then? Now it's my turn to ask a question. Do you know what the device that man was holding is? What? You mean the gun? The gun? Yeah. I'm pretty sure they had guns back in this era. I mean, they had matchlocks as early as the Azuchi Moyama era in the 16th century. Wait, the fact that this ship even exists in this era casts doubt on the technological continuity of this time already. A dream. This has to be a dream. Would you cease your prattling? I cannot stand when people spout gibberish at me and make no real attempt to actually communicate. Like, you can talk. It's not like you've given me any sorts of real explanations either. Okay, you don't have to glare. A gun is... how can I explain it? If I give the scientific explanation of one of those things works, this bitch isn't gonna understand. Probably. So, toddler explanation then. Got it. Maybe not toddler explanation. She might feel insulted by that, and I don't know. Depending on what she did with those barriers, that could be a real big problem. Sarada crossed his arms, a pensive look on his face. After a few moments, he pointed at me with his forefinger, his thumb sticking out straight up, and the other 3 fingers curled into his palm. That's not quite a finger gun, Sarada. Bang. Huh? And then you die. Huh? I said it goes bang, and then you die. That is not helpful. That is not nearly enough information. Try again, kid. Okay, alright. I'll use my hand as a diagram. Alright, so there's a trigger here that you pull with your finger. It makes a bullet fly out of the long end. If that bullet hits you in your head or your chest, you will die. In my era, a century from now, these things are... well, where I'm from, they're not exactly common, but apparently the United States is lousy with the fucking things. But either way, they are common knowledge. What? Have you really never seen a gun before? How could you have made it this far without knowing? You should have at least seen a picture of them, right? Don't the police have them? Just so you're aware, I still do not believe this future story of yours. I know, but you insisted that I explain it. This is true. I don't believe this kid is from the future. But if what he's saying is somehow true, could that man also be from the future? To think I tried to stand against him. Guns have to exist in this era. They have to. Like, I mean, seriously, that guy was fucking holding one a minute ago. Are you sure you just aren't unaware of them? Are you sure you aren't just unaware of them? There could be more of those devices? No, that cannot be. We live in an era of peace. War only exists in novels and stories. Though it is true that I have heard rumors of discrepancies between the country's cultural advancements starting to appear. But mere cultural difference is no reason to need barbarous tools of murder like that. I highly doubt the world would even allow them to exist. We Espers have been dispatched from Japan as special emissaries to the other nations of the world. We are to use our powers for peace. That is the duty the world has assigned to us. Our duty? Alternately, one could say the powers that be are just trying really hard to keep us from gathering together in the Far East. Come, we should return. I would like to see the relieved faces of everyone below. Oh, look over there. It's been totally wrecked. Was that done by a gun device too? No, I don't think so. Not for something that big. It was probably a bomb. Oh, that's right. Let's see. A bomb is a destructive device that uses an explosive material like gunpowder and, No explanation is needed. The mere sight of that devastation tells me more than enough. Yeah, guess you're right. Oh, also, each route assumes that you sent Sarada with, on the path where he goes with each girl. The Mikoto routes assume that you sent, Sarada with, her group. The Nanami routes assume that you sent him with Nanami, and the Koharu routes assume you sent him with Koharu. Or Miss Weirdo, as it calls her at that time. The power to destroy whole portions of a ship. That is more than enough to easily kill another human. But I deployed a barrier around that area. Barrier. Sorry. But I deployed a barrier around that area. How could it? No. Hey, miss. Welcome back. It's good to see that you are unharmed, Mikoto. It was you who sent the young lad after me, was it not? Yes. Oh yeah? Oh yeah. Why did you do that anyway? A little kid like him would just get in the way. I am going to read this again just because I like reading for this guy. This is no offer. It is an ultimatum. join me or I will destroy this ship. I loathe to admit it, but that whole situation really rattled me. If Sarata had not arrived when he did. My apologies. I didn't have time to devise any better solutions. Are you okay? Are you hurt at all? Koharu is painful to voice. I was so worried when I heard you and Saratakan had gone to the roof. Look at her, on the verge of tears. Unsurprising. Ever since she boarded, it has been nothing but constant terror. I must stay strong for everyone, or I will be causing her and the others more distress. Worrying about me is utterly pointless. It is? Yes, I have used my powers to protect countless people already. Protecting a ship or two of this size is a trivial matter for me. Yeah, I initially tried to mention this at one point during one of the, I think specifically in the Heishi route. However, I had to cut that rant out because, oh boy, did I go way off the rails with that one. And worse than with the having to do a second take of that scene with me, of that one scene with me absolutely going off on for stupid reasons. But, yeah, the section that made me go off, then I had to stop and erase the recording after has already passed. I did not get this far before I stopped. But, I tried to mention that Mikoto's trauma is mostly self-inflicted due to self-esteem issues. The self-esteem issues are not self-inflicted, but the trauma the trauma that she caused to her own mind and her own, like, she has, like, self-inflicted trauma in a way due to self-esteem issues. That's kind of what I may even be wrong, and it may just be self-esteem issues, period, but either way, girl got issues. Everyone on this fucking ship needs therapy. Everyone. And the one guy that might not need therapy probably needs to be in jail. But let's be real, one of these dudes that does definitely need therapy would just toy with his therapist and make them think he was fine. Yes, I've used my powers to protect countless people already. Protecting a ship or two of this size is a trivial matter for me. Oh yeah. If you're coming here... Speaking of the Heishi route, I found a voice for him during that. Yeah. They call her Guardian of the Nation for a reason, you know. Man, she sure got the cool powers. Oh, I see now. Thank you very much for protecting all of us. Well then, is the second floor the only area that got hit hard? How's the rest of the ship? All the shaking probably knocked some things off the shelves, but that should be it. My bedroom door. Ugh. Sorry, kid. Meep. What? Is something wrong? No, it's nothing. Never mind. Right. I guess we better go check on everything, yeah? Who knows? Maybe there's damage beyond the second floor. Did anybody report this to the world yet? Yes, it's been reported. Our orders are to address the situation internally. Quit bugging us and go clean up your own damn mess, eh? Typical. Eh! Come on, Aki, don't be bitter. Just imagine the world's request is coming from a gorgeous lady. Makes things way easier to cope with. Wow! For once, Saki is the one being more sexist. Assuming that... There may not be a reason to assume that it is a female, but there's no reason to assume that it's not. Also, it identifies as female, maybe. We don't know. We haven't gotten that far in the game yet. It could be not female, but it could be not female and identify as female. Or it could be not human at all. We don't fucking know yet. It's not far enough. StormDragon's not telling. StormDragon has the answers. StormDragon is not telling. StormDragon needs to stop referring to himself in the third person. There's no reason to assume that the world is a female or led by a female as far as I can tell. Let a guy dream. If you had to choose between some crusty old fart or a beautiful woman ordering you around, who wouldn't want the latter? Or even, even just a woman, as opposed to beautiful or not. At this point, I'm pretty sure a woman would be better than some crusty old fart. Let me have my progressive thoughts, man. Well, for me it would really depend on the type of orders being given. That is enough fooling around, both of you. Was it the same situation as last time? That solo attacker? Yes, it was the same young-looking man. The intruder is not an Esper, am I right? As far as I can tell, he is not. He uses odd mechanical devices that I have not seen before, but I doubt he possesses powers like us. I see. So we're all out of imminent danger now, right? Yes, we are safe for now. As long as I am here, everyone is safe. That's good to hear. For our next task, I suggest we send a group to fix the second floor, and another group to survey the rest of the ship for any other damage. We'll handle the cleanup. Heishi, please take your team to assess the rest of the ship. Oh, and I think this should go without saying, but this is an emergency situation. Don't deviate from your orders, got it? Roger Wilco. Come on, guys, let's get scouting. It looks like this area is still okay. Yes, the explosion jarred a few branches from the trees, but other than that, I cannot find anything else that's been damaged. Oh! Oh, shit, that's not good. Ah, what a refreshing breeze. This is not a laughing matter. Repairing something like this is beyond our capabilities. Mikoto, did you have a barrier around this area? Yes, I did, though I'm uncertain of its integrity. There might have been a gap in it that was exploited. I should have checked. This is my fault. Nothing like this has ever happened before. It seems I am in obvious need of more training. Hey, it is no one's fault. Don't beat yourself up over it. Still, we can't just leave it like this. What the fuck should we do? I suppose I could whip up a temporary patch for it. What the hell? What the fuck? Why are you acting so surprised? You already saw his powers when you first arrived. But when we first... So those vines were all his doing? Are you honestly just realizing this? Sorry about that. Sarata-kun? Oh, now I get it. I understand what you all really are. You're all illusionists who use biochemical technology to perform your tricks. Biochemical? Illusionists? At first, I hypothesized that I only tripped into those vines or was hallucinating due to fatigue. I never realized it was an illusion. No, it's not anything like that, Sarata. Now you're just trying to mess with me because you think I'm a gullible little kid. Fuck you, old man. Jeez, the nerve of this fucker. Well, just so you know, I'm not. You can't fool me with your deception. I can see right through all of you. So how does the trick work? Is it magnets? I've read that magnetic fields can have an effect on some kinds of plant life. I promise you I'll uncover exactly how you did it and expose you all. He is free to think what he wishes. Though, I must say, being this thoroughly misconstrued is kind of charming. It makes me want to show him precisely how it works. Although, I don't have control over plants, so I can't do that. Leave him be. If you tried to explain, I'm sure whatever you said would just bounce off his thick skull. This dumb kid. Huh? You're so funny. You're hilarious, kid. Here, have this weird blue gem I found on the ground. It's perfect for a stupid kid like you. It looks like Kakeru has found 2 new toys. Now that we've had our fun, let's restore the fallen trees. If any of them look badly damaged, let me know. Let's get to work. Man, this is gonna be such a pain in the ass. Itsuki, completing this task is going to require you to actually move your arms and legs. Hey, but you gotta do the work too, miss. I can totally see you refusing to do peasant labor like this. Mikoto is obviously doing her fair share. So she is. She's a lot more down to earth than I expected. Good to know. Hey, miss, don't work too hard now. You'll end up with calluses on your hands. Those things can be painful if they rip open. And what's wrong with having calluses? I just told you, they're painful if they rip open. But besides that, It's just a preference, really. I prefer my ladies with soft, smooth hands. What are you talking about? Everyone, male or female, needs the appropriate amount of exercise to maintain a healthy and fit lifestyle. She's not wrong. Now the health and fitness talk, eh? You're starting to sound like my grandmother. Whoa. There's good exercise, and then there's going overboard. If you keep that up, you'll hurt yourself. Fine. Guess I'll help. Just deal with the rocks you can carry on your own, okay? Leave the huge ones to me and Saku. I do not need your pity. This is nothing. I am perfectly capable of handling it myself. Using barriers requires mental fortitude. A strong body helps cultivate a strong mind. Not always. I cannot let myself be bested by a mere boulder. How about you use a barrier to slice that fucker in half? If you manifest a barrier, like right through the damn thing, like right through the center of that thing, that barrier could probably act as a fucking knife if you think about it hard enough. It doesn't explain the aspects of the limits of her power very well, so I'm assuming she could cut things in half if she wanted. Did I say you were down to earth before? Let me change that to stubborn. Mikoto. What? If you keep working with your bare hands, you might injure them. At least use some gloves. I am perfectly fine. I am not so clumsy that I require protection. Leave me be. Here, let go of the rock. Come now. I said I am fine. Just because I'm talking to you and not Itsuki does not change the fact. Let go. You are a lady, and ladies must not overexert themselves. I'm using some of your self-esteem weakness against you. I apologize. Sakuya is a kind person. He is kind to all people at all times, except Itsuki. We have known each other since we were young, and I have yet to hear him raise his voice or see him lose his temper. But at times, his consideration can be a bit overbearing. Sakuya is not going to back down. He never does in these situations. I guess I'll just have to listen to him and... Just then, a large arm wrapped around my waist. I'll back you up, Saku. Come on, miss. Drop the rock. If you don't, I'll be forced to... What? Stop that! I did not consent to you touching me! Tickle, tickle. Stop! Stop tickling me! Oh no. I'm not reading that. I don't care how entertaining of a character Itsuki is, I am not reading that. He did say it though. Itsuki. Oh, right. I forgot Saku was here. Okay. I give up. I will do as you suggest. That's a good girl. Now go put on those gloves. I will kick both of you in your testicles. Do not presume to give me orders. And Sakuya, you know better than to call me good girl as if I am a common dog. Ooh, sky's looking kind of orange out there. Okay, technically it's gray due to being overcast, but you know when there's like a storm rolling in and like the sunlight reflects off of all the moisture in the air in a way that kind of makes everything look like it's got an orangey tint. That's what my yard looks like right now. It's like got like a slight orangey tint overlaid on everything. I love that kind of light. Except when it's a bit scary. If it's certain shades or the sky having a certain orangey tint to it can be kind of fucking scary because it's like, oh, by the way, this is because of hail. This shit's a supercell. Have fun. Now where on earth are those gloves so I can slap these two with them? Yeah, put on as big a show of resistance as you want. You still wind up doing whatever Saku says in the end. Please refrain from speaking about me as if you have seen through me or something. Damn it, Itsuki, you make it so hard for me to consider you one of my favorite characters. Oh, so to you, it feels like I saw through you, hmm? Does it turn you on? What? Mikoto, go on now. I have a murder to plot. You perverts! She called me a pervert. I mean, I was acting the part, but I mean, there's much better insults. You know, she's really bad at insulting people. She must have been really raised really straight-laced. There was a time when she wouldn't even utter such a word. Oh, come on, Saku. Stop giving me that death glare. I mean it. You know, you don't usually get ruffled over much, but when it comes to the miss, you always seem to get ticked off really fast. I'd say it's far better than being someone who only gets mad over what happens to himself. I cannot argue with that. Without giving away my entire past, so I'm not going to. This is so much fun. Ugh, who does he think he is? How dare he lay his hands on me like that? And Sakuya too. We may be childhood friends, but he is being far too overprotective. I was perfectly fine by myself. Ah, there's Kakeru's team. Here, see? You carefully wipe off all the dirt and stuff that stuck to them. Ta-da! Now these are ready to eat. Okay, well... Huh? Whoa, careful there. You okay? Yes. My word, what on earth are they doing? I wonder what sort of powers that girl has. No prying into anyone's pasts, powers, or personal lives. That is the one rule on this ship. Most have chosen to keep secret what they can. Only Kakeru and I have made our powers public, though there is one other who's doing a terrible job of hiding his. The new girl also seems to be another content to keep her powers secret. I doubt she is all that powerful. Your power is a gift from the gods. Use it for the sake of your country and your people. I know, grandfather, I know. I swear I will see everyone brought safely to the world, no matter what. What? A splash? Did those three somehow end up falling into the spring? What on earth are you doing? Well, why let them have all the fun? Senri, not you too. Those idiots! Mikoto? Huh? What's with all the huffing and puffing? You gonna blow the house down? Yikes. Don't kill me. Don't kill me. Go do something about those idiots. Hmm? What idiots? Oh, right. There was a big splash a second ago, wasn't there? Whoa, what? They gone swimming? Boy, that sure sounds fun. Heck, to wanna go swimming too? Hell no. Swim by yourself, dumbass. Hey now. That's not the way you should dress your elders. Learn some manners. Leave Yuiga and his team to me. The rest of you continue your patrols. Rightio. See you later. Alright, I shall leave it to you to deal with this problem. Mikoto, did you see the broken wall on the second floor? Yes. Did something about it seem off to you? Off? It wasn't a large amount of rubble, but it was it was a large amount of damage, but there wasn't much rubble. There were only a few trees that had been knocked over. If the attack had come from outside the ship, I would think there would be a lot more debris on the floor. What are you trying to say? I was just hoping that you'd have an idea that would lead me. Wow. I was just hoping that you'd have an idea that would lead to a different conclusion than the one I've come to, Mikoto. What was that all about? Welcome back. Look, we got everything cleaned up while you were away. There wasn't much to clean, actually. It seemed to escape with relatively minor damage. Minor damage is not the term I would use to describe that large hole. Where is all the rest of the debris? Mikoto. Look at the size of that hole. How could this be all that is left of the wall? Where did it go? What truly happened? We might have gotten lucky and it isn't as bad as it looks. The gaping hole disagrees. If the attack came from outside, where is all the debris? If the attack came from outside, I think you already know the answer, miss. Mikoto, you placed a barrier around this area, correct? Yes, but since this occurred, I assume there was a fault somehow. Your powers are dependent on your health and mental fortitude, yes? But I don't recall seeing you under any strain when the blast hit. So, you're saying the barrier was up and solid, just like it should be. But if that's the case, then this shouldn't have happened at all. Mrs. Barrier would have blocked anything coming from outside. When that barbarian used his strange device, I did feel some numbness in my hand. That means my defenses are not impenetrable. I must let everyone know. But what will that accomplish? There is nobody else who can do this. Nobody can even help with it. Telling them that my barriers can be breached will only frighten them. It was only a little numbness. It faded quickly. I can still handle this. What's wrong, miss? Nothing. We have nothing to worry about from any external attacks. Huh? I don't buy that. Which means that this is probably an internal attack then? Yes, it does. This must be what Nanami was attempting to tell me. Someone in our midst may be in league with that assailant. Well then, what do we do now? What do you mean? Do we tell everyone or not? Right now, we still have the option of keeping this all under wraps. No. Nanami has figured it out already. Ah, okay. She's a sharp one, that's for sure. We have to let everyone know immediately and begin forming a counter-strategy. Nanami is in the meeting room. She probably intends to bring this up if we do not. One moment, fellow dragons. I have to unleash the cat from the room. Ooh, now the sky looks kind of purple. That's terrifying. Sorry, fellow dragons. All the coughing is a problem. Once I finish this episode, I'm gonna take a break from recording this for a while. Because doing the voices is gonna exasperate whatever is causing this cough. You sure about that? Nanami is, Nanami-chan is actually pretty damn shy. What do you propose we do then, Itsuki? Ideally, I think it would be smart for us to keep all of this quiet. How is that smarter? We are dealing with a possible traitor. If we do have one, we need to discover who it is before they cause even more damage. Yeah, but do you really want to go about it so clumsily? What? How is that even a concern? I just hate tense vibes, you know? Ugh. I have to agree with Itsuki. You too, Sakuya? You think we should simply ignore a potential traitor in our midst? If the perpetrator's aim was a mere destruction, then no, they should not be ignored. This person obviously has the power to cause at least this much destruction. They're clearly dangerous. But if they are after our lives... Why choose to destroy this wall in the first place? There are much more effective locations to damage, I would think. Oh. Starting a hunt for a traitor will make us all distrust each other. Who benefits from that most? A good question. I cannot say for sure. What do you think about all of this, Kakeru? Kakeru, eavesdropping on others' conversations is highly rude, you know. Hey, I wasn't the one who had the brilliant idea to shout a secret conversation out loud. I really, truly wish I could destroy this man. I saw you fall not that long ago. Are you all right? Yeah, we're all fine. Oh, by the way, that new girl finally remembered her name. It's Koharu. Man, she is seriously entertaining. Koharu-chan, huh? What a cute name. She finally remembered her name? Good for her. That makes 3 toys for Kakeru now. That's all well and good, but you must have caught on by now too, right? To what's really going on with that hole in the wall? Yeah, you could say that. I wasn't planning on saying anything if nobody else had noticed, though. Because we do not yet know the traitor's goal. Well, that, and I was really hoping it wouldn't have to get to poor Koharu. She was just looking forward to making friends with everyone, and now we have to go through all this unpleasantness. Protecting her emotions is not worth putting her life at risk, I would think. I'm trying to protect the ship's peace. So, if no one else had noticed, what were you planning to do then? I would look for the traitor, of course. You can't just ignore destruction like that. And you think you could handle him on your own? Sure. Miss, that's not a very ladylike face. Operating by myself in secret would be the most effective and least destructive. Operating by myself in secret would be the most effective and least disruptive way to solve the problem. But that was only if no one else had noticed. That obviously is not the case. We don't have any, we don't have any complete idiots on this ship. And we don't have any complete idiots on this ship, And besides, I doubt our culprit would let it happen that way anyway, given his probable goals. True. I'll be the one to tell everyone we might have a traitor on board. But I won't spill their possible objective. I'll just let everyone assume it's destruction. Why? Because maybe I could get him to tip his hand. We can expect he'll try to make us all as suspicious of each other as possible. I see. You're proposing that we give the traitor just enough rope to hang himself. I am not a fan of the plan, but it makes too much logical sense to disregard. He truly is not one to be underestimated. If there really is a traitor in our midst, that traitor just happens to be him, just the thought of it is terrifying. Anyway, have I made my thoughts on the matter clear? She says she doesn't like it, but she can find no fault in it. We'll leave it in your hands. Stop translating my anger! I don't need your help. Who the fuck do you think you are, Luther? Yes, Key and Peele reference. Had to. Well, I agree. And I do not need you to agree with me. Do not presume to think this is a win for you either. Okay, let's say we all go downstairs now, Everybody should be waiting. Yes, we should go downstairs. I must find the infiltrator. I will not let that man have his way. Blink, blink. Looking at those facts, we've come to the conclusion that we may have a traitor on board. Finished with my explanation, I let out a sigh. Huh? Poor Koharu, she's taking this so hard. Though I doubt any of us could hear that news and not be disturbed. But any consolation will have to wait until later. Now we need to finish this meeting. But are you sure we could definitely say that? Because that means you're implying that one of us right here, right now, is a traitor. It sucks, but looking at the evidence, it seems that it's gotta be an inside job, you know? You saw how jacked up that wall was, right? But there wasn't much rubble and rocks and shit inside. The only way any of that makes sense to me is if you figure the explosion or whatever the fuck went off inside and just blew all that shit out. Huh? Where'd you get that idea, Ron? Whatever the case, we need a plan now that we know it's a possibility. Really, Masamune? You're siding with him? I'm not saying there is a traitor or not, but we can't say for certain there isn't. So as long as the possibility of there being one exists, we can't just sit here and do nothing. Ron and Masamune seem to be in agreement. Heishi is agitated, to say the least. Before I realized it, I had already begun watching and judging everyone. I told myself it was the wise thing to do, but it hurt my heart to do it. Considering the damage done, I would say the traitor is likely connected to our attacker, or has offensive powers. Or even both. See, this is what I've been saying. This has all been a setup from the beginning. What do you mean? The world sent this ship for us, right? You've seen how huge it is. But there are only 9 guest rooms. That's it. But why only 9 rooms? That's why I've started thinking maybe there's actually only supposed to be 9 of us on this ship in the first place. That's just a guess. Is it now? Just like a hotel made with 100 rooms is meant for 100 guests, doesn't it make sense that a ship with only 9 rooms would be meant for 9 people? So, 3 of us aren't supposed to be on the ship? Right. We already know one, of course. The little guy. But the other 2... Eats, Kate! But if that's the case, why isn't the world doing anything about all this? It dragged us all on the ship, and now it's just going to ignore us? Oh, Toya, you can communicate with the world, right? Has it said anything about this at all? No, not a thing. I've asked it a dozen times about the number of passengers we're supposed to have, but I've never gotten an answer. What? They don't give a rat's ass about us. I could have told you that. Hell, I bet you they're hoping they can get rid of us since we've ruined their precious balance of peace crap. That's nuts. The world's sole purpose is to protect the peace. Why would it do something like that? Wait, could it be that this ship was not sent by the world? Whoa, hold it right there. Doubting the will of the world is a crime, you know? I knew it. I knew this would not work. There's no way everyone will be able to stay friendly with each other like this. Keeping quiet about the infiltrators' goals gains us nothing. Well, that's enough talk of theories and suspicions. Right now, we need a plan. For the moment, let's work under the assumption that we have a traitor. If we can't do at least that, we won't get anywhere. Also remember, there could be more than one. Our best plan of action is to just get everything out in front of everyone, I guess. What do you mean by that? We set up a policy right when we first got here, right? No prying into people's pasts, powers, or personal lives. Well, I say we ditch that now. Everybody has to come clean on where they're from, what their powers are, everything. True. If we knew what powers everyone has, it would at least narrow down our list of potential suspects, would it not? I refuse. I'm not discussing my powers. Why? Personally, I think it's a pretty good, solid plan. No, it isn't anywhere close to good. I am not a traitor, and I will not tell you what my powers are. If you think all of us have powers we can make public with no consequences, you're dead wrong. Aw, come on. Why be so defensive about it? Is it a really embarrassing power or something? Whatever, Cocker, that plan sucks ass. Come up with something else. Okay. I do have another idea, but I think this is literally the only other option. We split up into pairs and keep watch on each other to make sure nobody pulls anything funny. Pairs? What's the logic behind that? Why not groups of 3 or 4? We split up into teams of 4 from the beginning, right? Obviously, that wasn't enough to stop the last attack. So we have to break it down more into pairs. That's a good point. It does seem like that's our best option right now. It is the best and only option. Kakura is no fool. He knew no one would agree to exposing their powers. He expected that plan to fail. It was a decoy to play up the next one as more acceptable. Let's put it to a vote. All who are opposed, raise your hand. Only Senri and Nanami raised their hands. I would be surprised if Kakura had not expected that this would happen. Both of them are among the youngest here, and neither of them has a strong presence. Senri, especially, is weak. Nanami already voiced her opinion. Since that was already taken into consideration, I doubt there will be any further disagreement. Well, the eyes have it. We'll go with Kakura's plan. So, how should we pair off? I'm gonna be spastically saving a bit during this. Good question. How about we let the girls decide who they're pairing up with first? However, girls can't pair up with girls. And why not? Isn't it obvious? Us guys could use a little excitement. Unfortunately, this isn't a lesbian dating simulator. Interesting. Should I sew those lips of yours together permanently now? Whoa, down, girl. There are some logical advantages to pairing up guy-girl. The girls should be safer with a guy around if there's another attack. That is true. Also, it's highly likely our infiltrator is male. Where the fuck did he pull that one out? Huh? Why the fuck you saying that? Well, that's mostly my own intuition, so I'd rather not get into details. I don't think y'all heard the thunder, but I did, and I enjoy that thunder. Hey, you've already said this much. Might as well spit the rest out. No way. I've heard too many hunches today. If anybody says something, it better be 100% solid fact, or I'm gonna lose my shit. Unless you can prove it, shut it. That's exactly what I intend. Since there's a possibility we have multiple infiltrators, we need the girls to keep an eye on us guys. So the girls will be watching us, eh? Almost sounds like you're setting them out as bait to draw the perp out. I'm not, really. We'll leave the teams in chore rotation the same, and we'll set up what night patrols we can. Okay? Hold on a moment. My team has only 3 people. If we must pair up, there will be one person left who has no partner. True, but there is no way around it. We do not have an even number of people on board. Dragging the little guy into this doesn't seem right either. Is everyone okay with leaving someone unpaired? Hell no. It defeats the purpose, but what the fuck are we gonna do about it? Manifest another person out of thin air? I'll be unpaired. I'll sit in my room, and I won't come out. I promise I won't move an inch. Just give me back a door, and I'll be fine. There shouldn't be a problem. We'll just have the lone person operate as a reserve unit. It's not allowed to be sentry. Yeah, and if anything does happen, we'll immediately know who to suspect. Then whoever's the odd man out will automatically be considered the traitor. It would be kind of hard not to, I think. I guess we'll just have to wait and see till something happens and see how it plays out. You choose, Mikoto. Which of us will you pair with? If I'm right... Oh. What? Are you forcing me to name the sacrifice? Sakuya is my childhood friend. We have kept it from everyone, but his powers are not offensive. In fact, he is the least likely candidate to be the traitor. I do not know about Itsuki. He is shallow and lazy. I doubt he could be bothered to even put forth an effort to betray anyone. Neither seems like a possible traitor to me, but I had to choose. I felt my mouth go dry. This is no offer. It is an ultimatum. Join me, or I will destroy this ship. Yes, I keep reading it differently every time because I know. Bang. And then you die. Your power is a gift from the gods. Use it for the sake of your country and your people. I must protect this ship, but what is the correct way to do that? Do I choose to partner with one of these two, or is there a better course of action? Shit. Damn it, I wanted to save there. So, that's it for this episode. I'm gonna take a break from this game for a bit because all the coughing and doing the voices is gonna exasperate me. It's gonna exasperate my existing cough issue. It is kind of a problem. So, you're gonna see 3 guys on this screen. You're gonna see the options of the 3 guys of the first episode of the 3 guys routes. Pick one. You guys pick your paths. Sakia, this fucker, or Itsuki. You guys can pick one. I personally am going to be saving Itsuki as one of the last that I play through, but he's available to watch y'all's because this is all going up at once. Same with this guy. He's currently locked off to me, but I will have unlocked him by the time this is uploaded, and y'all will see. Y'all can choose his route first. I don't recommend it. I absolutely do not recommend watching him first if you've never played this game. It spoils entirely too much. And it makes him as a much less threatening antagonist for the other routes once you know what his actual deal is. Or there's Sakuya. I'm going to be playing through him first out of these 3. Technically, he'll be the second one that I play through as a whole because I've already beaten Heishi's route on the over in the Nanami path. And the only reason I jumped over here is because I needed a break after that shit. But speaking of breaks, y'all should take one. This series is long. I don't recommend watching all of it at once. Take breaks. Y'all can pick your path from here. But at the same time, I've got a whole playlist for y'all. Take breaks. Come back at your leisure. Enjoy. If I get a bad ending and you want to know what the good ending is, or if I get a good ending and you want to know what the bad endings were, then you can always check the game out yourself. It's a good game. Give it a search. If it was a Steam game, I'd give y'all a link to the Steam store, but it's not. But that's it for this game for me for a little while. See y'all soon, fellow dragons. I'm gonna rest my vocal cords now. Bye.